Hello, Pokey Peeps. Today's review takes place in a special area where we are reviewing Long Beach Island. If you haven't noticed, VMAC has joined me today.
Hello.
Say your catchphrase, VMAC.
It's Monday.
There it is.
I've got so many catchphrases. I don't know what it was. I'm so confused.
All right, so Long Beach Island has always been very good to us in the past, and this review is going to be a little different because we're going to be driving from area to area. Long Beach Island might have a few areas that are pretty walkable, but for the most part, you are going to visit like just little areas that have high spawn rates. Check them out, and then we move on to the next. It should be a lot of fun. This place has always given us great spawns before. My girlfriend and Alicia have also joined us, but they're doing girl stuff outside. So let's get to reviewing. As you can hear, we are in Seagull territory. We are playing during the Illuminous X event, so a lot of these spawns are going to be fairy and dragon involved. LBI has been pretty good to me with dragon types before, but we are starting as soon as we got onto the island. Robert W. Ninsen, Boat Launch Gazebo Gym. Oh, there's a Gudra in here. That was VMAC. So the spawns here, very influenced by the event. What I would say is a natural spawn is that Litleo. Let's go ahead and catch that Litleo. Whoop! Those seagulls really want something from us. All right, Litleo caught. So on the radar, they're not quite where we are. There is a wild Frillish and a wild Skrelp. I would also call those natural spawns. Hopefully we can get on over there. Chase down the Frillish at Beach Arlington Park Playground. Oop, hold on, it disappeared. I gotta get a little closer again. There we go. Catching a Frillish on the beach is pretty cool. Whoop. Give that boy a berry. Yeah, so this is probably how LBI is going to be going for the review. Lots of in the car, get out of the car, catch the Pokemon, go to the next location. All right, first ball. Not that great. Other spawns are pretty influenced by the event. Even on the radar, it's pretty event right now. Moving along. It is a little windy outside, so I'm going to catch these Pokemon from the car. We are at the Bayview Park. Yep, there's the Clam Art Pokespot. Lots of event spawns, but natural spawns include that Combee, which we're pretty used to at home. But we also have an Aron. So let's go ahead and catch the Aron. Whoop. We're going to see this a lot on LBI, where we're going to find like rock, ground, fire, fighting types. This park is kind of like the most like at home spawns I've seen here. I've seen grass and bug types here before, but the Aron is a like good taste of what LBI has to offer. We should be able to see a lot of water spawns too. Pretty terrible Aron. Gonna kill that. Looks like other spawns include a Fletchling, and I think I saw a water spawn just on the other side of that gym, so I'm gonna go check it out. Across the street from Bayview Park, another one we're gonna be catching from the car. We have a wild Pikachu, Abra, and a Solosis. LBI is windy quite a bit, so when I can, I'll be doing the catches from the car so the wind doesn't interfere with the audio. But yeah, that windy boost is awesome though, because we're going to be getting all those psychics and dragon types. The dragons are already coming to be because of the event, but now we're getting them weather boosted too. 3. Click. I got a few XLs for that. Solosis is not that great. We are going to move along. All right, we are by the anchor Pokespot. Yeah, oh, ship propeller. As you saw, there was a wild Poliwhirl over there right by the Pokespot and another wild Frillish. So I'll go ahead and catch the Frillish. And I'll go and chase down that Poliwhirl after this. Here I go. Well, that is a very bad Frillish. Let us keep going. Tons and tons of fairy types. There's the Poliwhirl. This one I can actually catch an AR. Seems like the wind's pretty good in this area. Uh-oh, don't notice me. Stop looking at me. Huh. 2, 3. Click? No click? Ah, first glitch of the day. Okay. Moving along. Right by the Spray Beach Chapel, we have a wild Rapidash. Like I was saying earlier, we're going to be finding some fire types here on the island. Pretty cool that we found a fully evolved Ponyta. Whoop! You got some commentary over there, V-Mac?
The whoop got me.
Whoop! Ranger Curly providing quality content. Whoop!
What are we, 12?
Come on, V-Mac, give me that catchphrase.
It's Monday.
Let's go. At the Beach Haven Playground right by Bay Village, a popular shopping center. We have a wild Spoink, Solosis, and there was just that Glameow. There was kind of like a good mixture of urban spawns here in Bay Village. This is the second Solosis we are seeing. Let's go ahead and catch that. Whoop. One, 2, 3. Caught. Sweet. It's not that great either. Okay, what does our radar have to say? You see a wild Basculin, so it's showing some good water spawns, Magikarp. Let's keep driving around. Maybe we can find some more urban spawns. Maybe like a Magnemite or a Grimer.
There's the island?
Yeah, we found an arcade. What's the cool looking prize here, V-Mac?
We got Ranger Curlies and Frillishes! Ranger Curlies and Frillishes!
Wait, what do you think, babe? You want me to win you a Ranger Curly?
I mean, I guess.
I swear she loves me. Okay, so it got entirely too windy down there for me to catch any audio. But here I am at the most southern end of the island. From here, you can actually see Atlantic City from across the bay. It's really cool. So here we have a wild Ducklet. Other wild spawns include like a lot of the fairy types, but there was also a wild Voltorb there showing a mixture of different types. We're gonna go ahead and catch the wild Ducklet because there is actually a duck on the beach at the same time of capturing this wild Ducklet, so how appropriate. So yeah, the island can have very windy weather frequently, so I might be doing a bit more voiceover than this. We just arrived at the Barnegat Lighthouse. Very awesome spot. Lots of spots. I'm pretty sure it's a nest, but who knows what it is right now. But as soon as we pull into the parking lot, we have a wild throw. So before getting out, we'll go ahead and catch that. Boop, boop. He jumped right over the ball. What are you laughing at me?
Learn to throw, Ranger Curly.
Whoa.
Told you.
I gotta sip on my Wawa refresher, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Wawa, the refreshiest. Oh, you look throw. Wow, that's awful. And into the shredder. Anything on the radar look interesting? We do have Whooper and Ducklet. They're natural spawns around here. And it's gonna get super windy probably, so I might have to audio over what we see. So I was absolutely right. It got way too windy. We are now out and about by the lighthouse, Old Barney, very famous spot, and a wild Clauncher has shown up. Another natural spawn was a Spoink, but the Clauncher is definitely taking priority. It is fairly rare, or at least a very new Pokemon right now. I would like to get as much candy as possible. Never know if this boy is going to be like a really good PvP Pokemon. Give me a little trouble here. I'm getting greedy. I'm trying to pin-app it while it's weather boosted, Ultra Ball. Get as much candy as possible. Its evolution, Qualwitzer, has a couple different charge moves that might be pretty good for PvP, but I'm not sure. So it's better to be safe than sorry and get as much candy as I can right now. So we got the Clauncher. How these IVs look? Pretty bad. Alright. It's still a Clauncher, though. We do have a wild Psyduck. That's either natural or the nest spawn. Moving right along, we have wild Cyndaquil, Cottony, Pampor, and Psyducks. That's 2 more Psyducks, so now I'm a little suspicious that this is probably a Psyduck nest. This is considered a state park, and you know how Pokemon Go loves to make parks nests. Gonna go ahead and AR capture this Psyduck. We are like walking along the jetty right now. A jetty usually is just a bunch of large rocks at the edge of a beach to make sure there's not much erosion, but they put like a concrete walkway across this. It's very pleasant, but also very windy, so couldn't get audio right there. That is why we're doing more voiceover. Moving right along, we still have more Psyduck, and there was actually an Aaron in there too. Yeah, LBI has a pretty good mixture of water and urban spawns. The Aaron are probably around because they're more attracted to the rocks and sandy beach area. Gonna turn AR on so you guys can see how I am a-catching. Still on this little boardwalk. VMAC is there to the right, getting in my way. This Aeron does not seem to want to get in the Pokeball. I can't seem to quite hit it. That time I looked like I definitely hit it. Gonna keep trying here, and I'm just gonna blame VMAC. VMAC, why can't I hit this Pokemon? Oh, it's Monday. That's how we respond. Alright, caught the Aaron. So that is at least the second Aaron of the trip. We now have another Psyduck, just quickly shiny checking all these guys. No shiny. Alright, so super cool. We got a wild Magneton out here. So as I was saying earlier, yeah, the Aaron is attracted probably to the rocks and sand, and I think that's because of the rock steel typing. But here we have a steel type being Magneton. And evolved one at that. Magnemite you'll find every so often, but Magneton, those usually spawn in like very urban environments. Gonna throw an Ultra Ball ad, not gonna waste any time, resources. Alright, Magneton was caught. How you look, Magneton? Not bad for a wild catch, very high level. Moving right along, we have 2 water types, a Surskit and a Poliwag. Lots of water types here. I mean, there is a lot of water to the right of us right now. There is the jetty trying to catch the Poliwag on there. Can't quite get the flat area I want. There it is. Now I can catch the Poliwag on the jetty. Alright, great balled it. Don't really feel like I need the Ultra Poliwag. 3. Click. Alright, nice capture. Really cool catching a water type on a jetty like this. But pretty so-so IVs. Let's keep moving along. We're heading back up to the lighthouse. Alright, right by the lighthouse, we got that Spoink still, but there's also a wild Vampy. Vampy's a little more common in the season of Legend, but it is showing up in a very sandy area, so I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it, being a ground type. Oh, do you see that move Vampy just did? He just, like, slid to the right a little bit to get out there. Alright, just leaving the lighthouse. Definite Psyduck nest. We got like 3 more Psyducks on the way out. The third Frillish of the trip has spawned. So pretty great area here for Frillish. Weather boost. Let's see if it's going to be any good. We got going?
I think it's like PvP, well, kind of.
Maybe for Ultra. I wouldn't say for Great League. You guys will see it in a sec. Yeah, it's got max HP, but if that attack stat was further down, it'd probably be more PvP.
Hi everybody! Say hi everybody! Where are we? We're at Wally's! Got some truffle mac and cheese. What'd you get, B-Mac?
He chewed us something, I don't know.
Alicia copied me. She also got truffle mac and cheese. And Kayla got some ribs, and she is going for it.
Someone's giving me a spoonful of their mac and cheese. All I need, one spoon.
We are back at home base, Poke Peeps. Let us go over my chart for Long Beach Island. So, Long Beach Island is definitely one of my favorite places to visit. Won the Bob Ross, by the way, the Ranger Curly Bob Ross. It was tough, but VMAC also got one, and it took more money than it was probably worth, but we're the real winners here. We walked away with the tiny Ranger Curlies. So anyway, Long Beach Island, one of my favorite places to visit. Fantasy Island Arcades, where we got the Bob Rosses. Let us go over how many nests Long Beach Island has. So, Long Beach Island is a very large area for me to cover, but I feel like I covered a pretty good portion of it, or at least the portions that I very frequently visit when I visit the island. In terms of nests, I definitely know of the one, and that was like the Barnegat Beach State Park, right by like Old Barney, the giant lighthouse. It's a state park, so Pokemon Go loves to make parks nests. So that was definitely a confirmed nest, and the nest Pokemon was Psyduck. If there are other nests on the island, there's other small parks all over the place. So there very well could be way more than just one. But the one that's going to be very noticeable is that one lighthouse park. Moving right along into the second part of the chart, the biomes of Long Beach Island. So this is the main reason I go to Long Beach Island for Pokemon Go, is the uniqueness of the biomes. You do have that tiny smidge of forest biome where we were at that small Bayview Park. But other than that small portion, most of the island is going to be like this rough biome where you're finding the fighting, fire, and ground types. We were finding we got a Rapidash. That was definitely a fire type indicator for a biome. But also Long Beach Island is very good for water spawns because it's a long strip of land. So water is on each side. We got a ton of water type spawns being Frillish, we saw 3 of them. You never see that many Frillish. We also saw Wild Ducklet, we saw Pampor, we saw Poliwhirl, we saw Magikarp, Basculin, the water types galore all over the place. The third major biome of Long Beach Island is one of my favorites, is urban. It's not super duper urban, but it's urban enough where it's kind of urban meets rough. I'm seeing that because we did encounter the wild Voltorb towards the end of the island. We did find some wild Aron every so often, and I feel like it's a good mixture between urban and rough, being a rock steel type. But we were also finding psychic types. Long Beach Island has a lot of windy weather all the time, so you're going to be finding plenty of psychic and dragon types when you're visiting, most likely. We saw the wild Abra and Solosis, but we also saw that wild Magneton. I feel like that is a huge indicator for an urban biome when you find Magneton. Magnemites every here and there. If you find the evolved form, you're working in an urban biome. So, 4 biomes with only a smidge of forest, but you're mostly finding rough, you're finding water, and you're finding urban. The number of spawns of Long Beach Island. So this is kind of special. Because we covered pretty much the entire island. So in terms of number of spawns, I'm going to have to say plentiful, but that's because we were going from one plentiful area from the other. There are areas of Long Beach Island that aren't going to have that many spawns, so just stick to the areas that I specifically visited via the car. Don't play in the car, but get out of the car from area to area. So should you come with items prepared for Long Beach Island? I would definitely come prepared, but there are lots of Pokespots. I believe there's a thriving community of players down there somewhere. I never quite see them, but every time I go, there are new Pokespots. So people must be there and they must be submitting new Pokespots. LBI is always evolving into more things, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty more to submit, and the island's only going to continue to grow into a better place to play Pokemon Go. So yeah, that's Long Beach Island in a quick little nutshell. Honestly, when I went into doing this review, I told myself once I hit 100 subscribers, I was going to do it, and what do you know? As of the posting of this video, I should be around 120. So thank you guys for the support. All those subs are what makes me want to go out and do these reviews. So yes, as I was doing the Long Beach Island review, I really thought, because I go from area to area, that I was going to cover a good portion of the island, which we definitely did in this video. But I almost feel like there are two specific areas that I could do walkable reviews for. One of those is Bay Village. Bay Village was the popular shopping center that I only visited briefly. That's where Fantasy Island is, where we won the Bob Ross. But I actually do think we could walk around there, because not only is there Bay Village, but there's also this little theater, playground area. There might be a small nest in there, but I've never in-depth explored. So Bay Village is a possible future review. The other is an area known as Surf City. This town has quite a few Pokespots, quite a few things to see, but it's very just on the street walking around. But in terms of the rough and urban spawns, that's where you're gonna be. If you want the fire, rock, and ground types, Surf City is where you want to be. So that's another area that might actually get its own review in a separate video. But you guys let me know. Tell me in the comments if you want to see a Surf City or a Bay Village review. But also, if you have a local area that you would love to be featured on this channel, leave in the comments and I'll make sure to check it out someday. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you enjoyed these reviews, make sure to go check out my others. I am in New Jersey. I am reviewing the local play spots that I'd love to visit, but I also occasionally go to PA. I do have a PA review of Tyler State Park. If you're interested in that, go check it out. I believe elevation plays a role in spawns, and Tyler State Park is a fantastic example of that, so go check it out. Once again, thank you for joining me, and happy hunting.